Hello everyone, welcome to today's Sky Racing Tuesday news as we start the week counting down to Randwick Guineas Day and so many other attractive races. The weather, well, at this stage, not looking so attractive. We're going to get rain in Sydney from later today through until Thursday. Let's get the latest from Michael Wood, the track manager at Randwick.
A little bit forecast there for sort of this afternoon, Wednesday, and a little bit there on Thursday. Saying anywhere up to about 30 millimetres of rain, so it is significant, but it probably falls at the right time. The last bit of irrigation was on Sunday, so we'll wait and see how much falls. Depending on if we do get that 30 mil, I probably expect the track to be, it'll be into the soft range, probably a 5, and I'm hoping at worst it'll be a soft 6.
So there it is. That would be a good report, wouldn't it, if we ended up with a soft 5 or 6 come Saturday. We'll monitor the weather over the next couple of days in Sydney. We're very much looking forward to seeing Super Seth line up on Saturday in the Randwick Guineas. He had a course proper gallop this morning at Randwick, came through that extremely well, considering this is his first major trip away. Apart from races, he's always been based at Mornington, but he's coped with things extremely well, according to Sam Freedman.
His record speaks for himself. He's the only horse to beat Alligator Blood, which seems to measure up pretty well. He's very good at the mile, so it's all mapping pretty well for him. He's had a good grounding for this race on Saturday, and we've kept it in the back of our minds for since his first up win, and we decided to go to the Futurity, and that's a really nice 2-week gap into this race, so he's in really good shape.
So there's the latest from Sam Freedman in regard to Super Seth. It's the current favourite, as you can see, in Saturday's Randwick Guineas. Castelvecchio, Shadow Hero and Microphone. Certainly James Cummings feels there's a bit more improvement to come in that 3-year-old, extending out to a mile on Saturday. Talking of James Cummings, he's lining up Deprive on Saturday in the Challenge Stakes. And, can the horse do it again? He's 6 from 6 at Randwick. This horse has never been beaten. And in fact, he's won a couple of trials there as well. He's got that barn-storming finish, hasn't he? He can really hit the line strong, this 5-year-old. He's had a couple of nice trials going into this weekend. He's got to meet Nature Strip, the clear favourite to win the race. He's got to meet Santa Ana Lane and Red Zell, and maybe Jungle Edge will get its soft ground as well. But certainly he's got his biggest test Deprive on Saturday to try and remain unbeaten at Randwick. Well, the 2-year-olds counting down to the Golden Slipper. One that many viewers can't wait to see again is See You Soon, trained by Jean Dubois. This morning on her home track at Goulburn, she took part in a barrier trial. She gets to the extreme outside for Jean van Overmeer and really extends nicely over the concluding stages. They're very keen to run in the Riesling Slipper on Saturday. Jean Dubois saying if it's a 7 or better, certainly they'll run her at Randwick. We know her form pre-Christmas in the Golden Gift and winning her debut run are reading quite strong heading towards the Golden Slipper. Salsabile's the favourite to win the Riesling Slipper with the normal race plates going back on. Dame Gazelle there, See You Soon, but I can tell you Mutasira will not be lining up on Saturday. Just be aware of that going into that all-in market for Tab. Well, the international travellers, the first group arrived at Canterbury on Saturday afternoon. William Haggis pair, Adabe and also Young Rascal did a little bit of quiet work on the poly track at Canterbury this morning. Adabe, well, it's heading towards the Queen Elizabeth and a clash with Tiako Shark.
I thought Tiako Shark was pretty impressive the other day, and he'll be Adabe's opposition, and I know that some of the decent stayers are around for the Sydney Cup, so we're very excited. Adabe, especially his form from home, he can really mix it with the very best, so they're a bit condition dependent. They'll want the rain, but I think we've got about 4 days coming now, and if it could do that into the the 21st and the 11th, that would be ideal.
So there's the latest on Adabe, and also Young Rascal, the stablemate, heading towards the Sydney Cup. And Aquis-owned Almedo could run in the George Ryder on the way to the Doncaster. Lots of other news on our social media pages. The good news also, the Golden Slipper favourite Hanseatic will barrier trial in Sydney next week before running in the Golden Slipper.